I know I'm not the only one feeling this energy lately, but the energy of it's time for us to grow the fuck up. And what I mean by this is because a lot of us are desiring meaningful relationships in our lives, and not just through potential love opportunities, but also through friendships and through connections with family members or who you considered loved ones. And because we are desiring all of these things, and the reason why I say this energy is telling us to grow the fuck up is because we desire better, but we don't allow better. It's because we stay stuck in toxic relationships. Yes, little do we know the reason why we have repetitive cycles repeat in connections, meaning that it may be a different face but still the same type of energy, same type of personality, is because you are still attracted to a sense of toxicity that you think is love. In today's video, you're gonna understand the 4 reasons why you stay in toxic relationships, not just in love, but in friendships and even connections with family members. And everything I share with you has nothing to do with isolating yourself or thinking there's something wrong with you. Everything I'm going to share with you today is literally here to help you become self-aware, not only to see red flags, but to see what is it that you're attached to that is not healthy for you, and learn how to detach and see what is it that everything that you're attracted to is trying to teach you about who you really aren't, in order for you to discover what it is your heart really needs. It's been a hot minute since I've done a video. It's been a month, you guys. I took a hiatus, meaning I didn't tell no one what I was doing, where I was going, what I was up to, and that's needed. You know, I want you guys to understand that when you're on this journey, the life, even if you're not on the spiritual journey, you're not here to be of this world or to be of service or to always give. You're here to experience life and enjoy it too. But when it comes to a point where your cup is so dried out that you're giving from an empty cup, you start to realize everything in life doesn't seem like it's just gray and white. It doesn't seem like there's any substance, there's any light, there's any joy. That's when you got to go within and do the inner work and step back and stop trying to take care of everything and everyone. And that's what I had to do, you guys. Just know that I missed you. Just know that I adore doing these videos. I adore being of service, but I knew that everything that I was doing, I lost my focus, I lost my intention, and I had to get back on track with that. And I did that by taking a step back and recognizing what I needed, by resting, by relaxing, by finding my joy, connecting with my inner child, and recognizing the pain that I was still holding on to. And like they say, new levels, new devils. And there was a lot of shadows that were coming to the surface that I could not run away from anymore. And I didn't feel any joy. I didn't feel any drive towards being here with you guys. So I knew that my spirit was calling me for attention. It needed me more than the world needed me. But just know, you guys, I'm so excited to be back. I feel energized, I feel rejuvenated, and I know it is the perfect time to be back and to boss the fuck up, because I know this energy is literally telling us it's time to level up. Not in a way where we just strive for success, but in a way where we start recognizing it's time for us to stop abandoning ourselves. And that's why I'm so happy to share with you today's episode, because this has been an idea for an entire month, you guys. But Spirit told me sit on this because there's a lot I need to learn in order to transmute and transform, to share this with you, what I'm going to share with you today, that I know is going to be so beneficial for every single body in this entire world. And I really hope it does assist you. And I know it will. Let me just be honest, because it has helped me make massive transformations in my life, but also to recognize my own bullshit. And this video today is not for you to judge yourself, but for you to become so self-aware of that there are parts of yourself that you do not love, that has caused you to create mistakes, that has caused you to forget about yourself, that has caused you to miss out on opportunities, or to, you know, take things for granted that were good for you. But even though you experienced all this video is here to share with you, not only to see those parts of yourself, but to also to recognize that those parts of yourself are here to actually guide you for your embetterment and for you to make better, healthier decisions for yourself. And this is, I feel, very needed at this time, this video, and that has to do regarding towards relationships. I mean, we got Aries, we got Venus in Aries right now, we got the moon in Scorpio. This feminine energy is rising right now. She's really making herself known when it comes to relationships. And in today's video, we're going to dive into 4 reasons why you stay in toxic relationships. I'm gonna give you signs that you know you're in a toxic relationships, but I'm also gonna help you understand the 4 reasons why you stay in toxic relationships by understanding your part in it and understanding the part that energy plays in it as well. I'll get into what I mean by that. But other than that, beautiful beings, so glad to have you back. But if you're new to this channel, welcome. My name is Brittany Fontanes. I am an intuitive shaman healer. I'm a psychic tarot reader. On this channel, I speak about spiritual development, emotional awareness. I do guided readings for each zodiac sign, and I talk about things I feel need to be talked about because it's our divine right to know more than what we have been told. But beautiful beings, oh my God, my ass won't sit down. So, you know, I want my ass sit down for this video, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? So, beautiful beings, let's dive in. Oh, you know, homegirl gotta get her notebook. Gotta take these notes. But you know, I'm on all them jokes. But beautiful beings, let's just be real for a while. Let's just be real for a minute. Let's just be real. This whole entire video, I'm just gonna be real as fuck. You know, we grew up with the mentality of always blaming other people and always blaming our partner or our spouses or love in general and thinking that it's painful. But the thing is, we have to recognize that the reason why we don't allow good things into our life or allow good people or potential relationships or trust or connection to take place is because, yes, we do self-sabotage them, but it's because we're addicted to a sense of toxicity within ourselves that is actually causing the resistance towards what we want. And that's why I want to share this video with you today. It's not for you to judge yourself, but for you to stop sabotaging potential relationships, to stop sabotaging love, to stop making yourself suffer and punishing yourself for thinking that you're not worthy of love. I don't want that for you. You know, we come onto this planet with another soul that is identical to our own. And I'm not saying that this person is you or you are that person or you guys what people consider twins. Yes, there is a potentiality of that type of energy. But what I mean is that we all have a person for us. But it's not about the person. It's about your energy that you hold, your true sense of love about you and who you are that attracts that identical soul that is meant for you. So yes, you could say this video is about you learning how to create harmonious connections and attracting a potential love partner that you feel is the one, or you feel that is, you know, your soul partner. This video is really about you learning how to have fun connecting with people and recognizing that it's not about getting an expectation or a certain outcome. It's about you recognizing how to create healthy connections in order for you to have the relationships that you truly desire, that is good for your soul, not just good for your ego. So, boo-boos, let's get into this. We're gonna get into signs that you can tell that you're in toxic relationships, and that is, it's draining and depressing. Trust me, guys, you ever been in those relationships where it's like hot and cold, in and out, where one minute this person wants you and the other minute the person doesn't want you, and it feels so draining and depressing. It feels like an energetic vampire just taking your energy and using you. Yeah, I've been in plenty of those. Yeah, well, that's a sign that you know you're in a toxic relationship. Now, the second one is that it's all take and no give. It's really one-sided, or you feel like there's no support, no trust. And here's the crazy thing. Here's the crazy thing that I'm gonna share with you guys. You know you're in a toxic relationship when there's mutual avoidance. What I mean by mutual avoidance is where you got one person that bypasses everything that's going on and acts like everything is good and nothing is wrong. Or you got another person who doesn't have the communication skills to be vulnerable enough to speak up about how they feel. See, those are subtle signs that you know you're in a toxic relationship, because there's mutual avoidance from both parties. Now, other signs are disrespect. And just know, disrespect doesn't have to be about physical abuse or verbal abuse. It could just be about you asking your partner to do something and they say things in such a tonality where it sounds disrespectful. Tonality, body language are subtle signs of disrespect. So that's how you know that you're in a toxic relationship. Now, second signs, these are crazy, that you know you're in a toxic relationship. I wouldn't say crazy, these are just very obvious. And that is controlling, or the person brings the worst out of you. I have been in relationships where, wow, I never thought in my heart I would be that devious, vengeful, jealous, controlling. I never thought that. But when I recognized this, I started to realize, what is this toxicity? Where did I learn this from? And just know, you guys, when I say toxicity, I don't say that in a way where it's judgmental. I say that in a way where, you know, we're all not saints, you guys. There's shit about us we gotta be real with. We all got problems, we all got issues, we all got characteristics. But when we can be aware of them, our flaws, then we have the upper hand to either do good with it or to do bad with it. Meaning good as in transmute it into something that you can learn from, or use it as a sense of being arrogant or oblivious. You know what I mean? So, you know, those are subtle signs that you know you're in a toxic relationship. Now, when you become aware of these signs, do not project, do not try to communicate. This is where you need to do the inner work. And this is where we're going to get into the 4 reasons why you stay in toxic relationships. And this is where you got to do your own inner work and learn how to take accountability for the fact that the reason why some relationships don't turn out the way that you want them to, because there are parts about yourself that you need to change too, that are causing the disharmony within potential connections. Now, just know, you guys, when I share these reasons with you, and if they resonate and they confirm something about you, don't get down on yourself. Don't think there's something wrong with you. There's not. This is the beauty about why I do what I do. Self-awareness and being aware of the spirit that you hold is causing you to have power and mastery over yourself to the point nothing outside of you can control you. Because you know yourself, you know what you need, and you know who you are, and you know what is good for you, and you do know what is not good for you. And I share all this with you because it's here for you to help yourself be a better version for you that creates happiness for you, goodness for you, things that you need for you. We're living in this life to assist ourselves and to assist other people. But we first got to recognize that we have to love ourselves to a point. We got to make some changes, and we got to be real, and we got to be truthful with ourselves. But it doesn't mean we have to hurt ourselves by judging ourselves and getting down on ourselves. This is just a perspective of helping ourselves be a version that we've been wanting and needing for so long, that creates long-lasting happiness. So, guys, this is all about just ascending. This is all about getting out of the fear, getting out of the worry, getting out of the distrust, the darkness, and start seeing that there are good things and we are worthy of those fucking good things. So let's be honest. We want love. We gotta allow it in, but we first gotta recognize what is causing the resistance towards this love, you know? So, boo-boo, let's get into this. The 4 reasons why we stay in toxic relationships, and the first one is, you are not going to like this, but we gotta be honest with ourselves, and that is, you're obsessed with the breadcrumbs. Now, you guys, the reason why we stay in toxic relationships is because we're obsessed with the breadcrumbs. I know a lot of people don't want to hear this, but we settle for less majority of the time. And we get excited when we receive just a little bit of attention. For me, for instance, I've always been that type of person who had the courage to always be by myself. And I always knew how to make myself happy. I always knew how to get myself up when I hit rock bottom. And people saw that power and they see that energy. They see the divinity within me. You know what I mean? Boo boo. Recognize your worth, recognize your power. This is not about being conceited. But I realized that, you know, this light that I hold, people are attracted to it. But I gotta understand, some people are like moths to a flame. I'm a flame, and most people I attract are moths. But I like to settle myself so low to get to their level, to the point I abandon myself, and I'm always giving and over giving, to the point that it feels like I'm chasing or I'm desperate. And because of this, I get obsessed with the little itty bitty breadcrumbs of a little bit of kiss here or a little bit of there. You guys, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm lesbian, and I'm well experienced sexually, you know, and relationships with women. Have worked out? No, I've been toxic, a majority of them, of course. This is why I'm sharing this video with you. But, you know, I have a tendency to attract women who want to experiment, or women who are not really ready for a committed relationships, or they just don't really know what they want. They want a woman, but they don't. So it's just like, I always attract women like that. And I had to realize that, you know, just because when women give little subtle attention to me, it doesn't mean that's all I'm worthy of. And I had to be honest with myself. The reason why I attracted toxic love is because I was only accepting breadcrumbs, rather than setting a boundary and saying, if you want me, well, I'm not gonna say you gotta work for me, but I am saying, this is who I am, this is what I need, this ain't gonna be just about you, boo-boo, you got what I'm saying? So, you know, that's one reason that you stay in toxic relationships, is because you're obsessed with the breadcrumbs, is because you think that's all that you deserve. Now, let's get into the second reason why you stay in toxic relationships, and that is you're addicted to the chase. Let's just be honest, you guys. You know, when we're kids and when we're in high school, and you know, you got that puppy love, and then all of a sudden when that person doesn't want to pay attention to you, you're always texting them, you're calling them, you're crying over them, you know that teenage love. But we get into adulthood, we still act that way. But I'm here to share with you is that the reason why you stay in toxic relationships is because you're addicted to the chase. Majority of us are addicted to people who don't want us, and here is the reason why. Is because you're a little immature yourself, and you like the toxicity. You like not being wanted. You like being an option. You like having to impress someone in order for them to see you. And this is coming from a low sense of esteem, sense of self-worth, and also a sense of multiple insecurities about appearance, or your self-image, or how you perceive yourself, or how you think people perceive you in general. So it's just like, I'm not here to judge you, because you know, I had to be honest with myself, you guys. I was very immature to the point I thought the chase was cute. I thought ignoring someone was cute. I thought if someone ignoring me was cute. I thought ghosting was a part of love and thought it was okay. That's the second reason why we stay in toxic relationships, you guys. It's because we're addicted to the chase. And the reason why you're addicted to the chase is because you believe love is about forgetting yourself for another. And you ever hear that saying, I give you all of my heart, you can have all of my heart, and it doesn't matter what you do with me. You ever hear that saying, you have the key to my heart? How does that sound? You're giving your whole heart to someone who has a heart of their own that they don't even take care of. You're only staying in toxic relationships because you're addicted to the chase, because you want someone to see you rather than you seeing you. And I say that's a form of immaturity, is because you're forgetting that you are a person too. And you don't need to chase. Because when you chase, what you're really doing is not only abandoning yourself, but you're not chasing anything that's really divinely meant for you. You're chasing something that is only gratifying the ego, and the ego is all about fear. It's all about emptiness. It's all about worthlessness. And I'm not saying that in a way where the ego is bad. I'm saying that in a way where that's the part of ourself. That's the shadow part of ourself that tries to take over, that makes us believe this is all we're worthy of. So that's the second sign that you're addicted to, I don't want to say addicted, you stay in toxic relationships. It's because you're addicted to the chase. It's because you want someone to see you because you haven't seen yourself yet. Now, the third reason why you stay in toxic relationships, and this is going to be crazy. I know it's going to blow a lot of people's mind, but when I recognize this in my own journey, especially being the one that's always chasing and always giving, and this is what I had to be honest with myself about, and that is I believed love was painful. The reason why we stay in toxic relationships is because we believe love is painful. We believe that we have to consistently take someone back when they confess their love, knowing that they did the same damn shit 4 times. You know what I mean? We believe that love is painful because, love only comes with heartache. Love only comes with lies. Love only comes with someone who doesn't really want us. That's the only reason why we stay in toxic relationships, is because we have a belief that we think love is painful. Love is not painful. Pain is painful. A person who doesn't know love only gives pain, because like they say, hurt people hurt people. You believe love is painful because you're only experiencing love through the eyes of pain. Now, I'm not going to share with you guys yet how to transmute all this energy. I will after I give you the reasons, but I want you to understand that love is never painful. The reason why you've experienced so many pain regarding towards love is because you saw the potentiality within the person, that they could have been lovable the way that you wanted them to love. There's a huge difference, you guys. So just know love is not painful. People hurt people, and pain is painful. Huge difference. Please know that. But that's the third reason why you stay in toxic relationships. Now, the last reason why you stay in toxic relationships, and this is gonna blow our minds. It's gonna blow our minds. It blew my mind because I was like, damn, this is where, we gotta really hone in on what is it that is true to our hearts. And that is the final reason why you stay in toxic relationships is because you don't know what you want. You don't know what you want. You don't know self-love, and it's just, what was that one? There was something else I want to share. Not forcing the potential. That's the crazy thing. We stay in toxic relationships because we don't know what we want. We don't know how to love ourselves, and this is why we force relationships and force the potentiality of something. And I say this because a lot of us may be mindful. We think we know what we want in a relationship, but do we really know what we want? We may say it, but why are we tolerating? Why are we allowing this to repeat and happen over and over and over? It's because you don't really know what you want. But here's the thing, it's okay. This is why, we have to go through breakups, or this is why we have to learn multiple lessons, because we have to get down to our soul and ask ourselves, what do we really need? What do we really want? Majority of us stay in toxic relationships is because we listen to movies, we listen to the media, we listen to our family, we listen to our parents. And I'm here to share with you guys that you have to understand that everything that we have been fed is a dogma, meaning that it's the only outcome of everything that we've been told about love was to make us believe that we are not worthy of it. And therefore, we only should tolerate the breadcrumbs and less than and settle, is because we can't get what we want because we're not worthy of that, because there's no such thing as that. I'm here to share with you guys, there is a such thing as the love that you desire it. That's why your heart desires it, because it knows that's what you deserve. But I'm here to share with you that if you stay in toxic relationships, it's because you haven't gotten really clear on what you want and you haven't believed in it fully yet. But I'm here to share with you, now is the time for you to start recognizing that it's okay for you to believe in what people think is not real, because it's real to you. Understand, believe has the word lie in it. You can make up a lie and believe in it all you want. That is the power of creating a reality. Please understand, manifestation is about manipulation. Most people manipulate energy just to receive a specific person in their life to get that soulmate. And a lot of people use manifestation for manipulating other people to get what they want, hence toxic relationships. But I'm here to share with you guys that those 4 reasons I shared with you are here to help you get to the nitty-gritty and stop lying to yourself and start being honest with your heart and asking the hard questions. Why do I accept this? And why is it that I run from what I really want? And now, last but not least, what I'm going to share with you guys finally that you've been waiting for is how you can stop this cycle of being in toxic relationships and start allowing healthy relationships in. And that is first and foremost, in order for you to transmute this toxicity of these relationships and these characteristics that cause you to create repeating toxic relationships, is by 1, recognizing that you got to start setting some boundaries. You know, I had to recognize in my own journey that people got to work for me, man. And I hate to say it that way, but listen, I have so much to offer, and so many people took advantage of that, even through friends and family, to the point I had to go. I had to bounce. I had to stop talking to people. Not saying that I didn't love them as in family, friends, or potential relationships, but it's because I had to recognize that I was only projecting my pain onto everyone else. It's because I was hurt, and I had to recognize within myself, why am I allowing this? And it's because I thought that I don't have the right to set boundaries or I receive what I want because I'm not worthy of that, because of all the bad things I've done in my past relationships, or because of people always showed me that I'm not worthy of love. But you guys, boundaries are everything. When I started to recognize this, I started to realize people gotta work for me, and I gotta make people work for me. Not in a way where they chase after me, but in a way where if you want me, you gotta show it, because I ain't gonna do all the work, boo-boo. I'm tired. But I say that with love. So that's one way that you can transmute toxic relationships through healthy relationships, is setting boundaries. And you will know who actually respects you and who has good intentions for you is by them showing you through their actions that they honor your boundaries. And if they don't, it's up to you to choose what is best for you and not blame the other person for what you allow them to do, because you are teaching people how to treat you. Now, the second way to allow healthy relationships in and transmute toxic relationships is by recognizing that stop over-romanticizing things. That's the truth. We over-romanticize everything. Being on a spiritual journey or being a person who is really in tune with your emotions, you over-romanticize the potentiality of what a relationship could be. And because of this, you hold a lot of expectations, or you hold a lot of expectations, or you believe that this person has to be the way that you want them to be. And I'm here to share this with you, that everyone is human and humans are going to disappoint. But what you have to recognize in order to allow a healthy relationship in is to accept the person for the way that they are. And if you see things that aren't healthy for you, then it's your job to speak up for yourself. But if you continuously tolerate it and don't speak on it, then it's up to you to question, why do I believe I deserve this? The only reason why we stay in relationships is because we allow it and we don't set boundaries. So those are 2 things, you guys, is by recognizing what are we allowing that is not good for us and what we aren't allowing that is good for us. And also recognizing boundaries. How can you start setting boundaries so you can start showing people how to treat you? But you first got to recognize, are you worthy of what you want? Do you feel deserving of it? And if you feel a resistance towards that, then that is the inner work that you need to do, and recognizing, why is it that you punish yourself for what you want? And that's hard to do, you guys, but when you do this, everything I shared with you, when you start to implement everything that you have learned today through this video, I guarantee you that you will feel so whole within yourself that you don't care if someone wants you or doesn't want you. You will start recognizing what is best for you, and you'll start choosing based off of self-love rather than loneliness, hence through your own toxicity. So everything I shared with you is for you to become self-aware of recognizing why is it you attract certain things in your life that is really a reflection of what you need to let go of. And when you know all of this, you can finally transmute and start recognizing how you can take different steps towards allowing healthy love and connections. But other than that, you beautiful beings, if this benefited you in any way, if you got any insight, any tips on your dating life or any tips on how to heal your love life, then please let me know your feedback in the comment section below. I really would love to know. Hit that like button as well if you got anything that you need from this video and confirmations. But other than that, you beautiful beings, do not forget to subscribe after you hit that like button and hit that notification button so you won't miss out on any videos. And lastly, beautiful beings, if you want to know more about me, my link to my website is down in the description box below, as well as the information for all my merch, my healing course, and my services. Everything you need is down in the description box below. But just know I love you guys. So happy to be back and just so excited to share with you guys what you need for your journey. But until then, I'll see you guys on the next one, and only love.